Today we are going to discuss about equity planning. Equity planning is a type of planning. It is rather a framework in which planning is done with the government and public. It is a framework under which urban planners working within government use their research, analytical and organizing skill to influence opinion, mobilize underrepresented communities, groups, and advance their grievances and perhaps implement policies and programs, development schemes that can redistribute public and private resources to the poor and the working groups. So equity planning moves beyond numbers. It involves equity issue must be addressed and integrated throughout the planning process. In 1970s, Norm Krumholtz worked in Cleveland. We set a bold planning goals. He adopted policies and persuaded administrative practices and resources for the benefit of the underprivileged. And he worked in the city of the Cleveland in 1974. The equity planning model demanded that planners take an activist role in promoting their goal inside public institutions, to planning commissions, planning authority, to politicians, and to the public. The equity planners worked in also adopted the policy of advocacy planning, which is closely related. The planners worked toward ensuring social justice to the underrepresented and marginalized groups and communities. Here, it is necessary to understand what is equity. By equity, we mean a situation where all groups have equal access to resources and opportunities necessary to improve the quality of their lives without bothering about differences in life. So, in equity planning, we find that process and outcomes are interrelated. In the process, all groups have access to resources and opportunity necessary to improve the quality of lives. And the outcome will be differences in life outcomes cannot be predicted on the basis of race, class, and other dimension of the physical, educational, economic, and social status of the group or community. So, if you want to practice equity planning, then do not shy away from the frank discussion. Get comfortable with the words we don't like to use, such as segregation and racism. Be explicit about the role that race and ethnicity plays in distribution of benefits and, and burdens. Listen to the voice of those who have historically been excluded from planning decisions and create opportunities for lasting involvement in planning and decision making process. Engage and involve community resident during implementation of the planning and development programs. Make meetings and materials, plans, informations available to the public. State clearly the goals of all the plans that can eliminate disparity along race, class, gender, and other dimensions of the diversity. Prioritize efforts to improve the housing and economic condition of those who are struggling the most. So you have to give more weightage to the voices of the underrepresented and underprivileged groups. Make sure that economic development is focused on the needs of people, basically those who are underprivileged and underdeveloped. Be clear and specific and direct so that outcomes can be measurable and there can be accountability for outcomes. Make sure that plans for housing, economic development, and other are very closely integrated.